And then, we'll wrap with Shonen's topic. Would you rather live in the Middle Earth, or sorry, would you rather live in Middle Earth or a time long ago in a galaxy far, far away? I'm assuming it's Star Wars that's long ago, far, far away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say galaxy far, far away because of technology. Don't get me wrong, I think Middle Earth would be cool as hell, minus me dying every 5 minutes if I ever respawn because of all the weird shit around. But I think it'd be cool to swing a sword around and battle and ride horses and stuff like that. But man, not having a toilet and stuff like that, I don't know if I can deal with that. Camping, I like sitting by the fire, but I don't know if I'm that wilderness ready. So there's a lot of problems in the future. I don't think a bounty hunter would be after me or anything like that.
You don't know, though.
True. And then if the Empire's in charge, well, yeah.
Hey.
True. Okay, based on your conversation earlier, they're not that bad. They're ruling with iron fist.
Misunderstood good guys.
Exactly. So
just administrators.
Exactly. So it's not all bad.
I would have to say Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it's like me with Elder Scrolls. I just imagine myself I don't know, riding horses, taking down dragons. It's the Viking in me, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Middle Earth. But the other part of this that's hard to answer, from the question, is what race am I? Because if you're a hobbit, you're living high on the hog.
Mm-hmm.
You're just eating and drinking and partying and hanging out.
Life.
Yeah, and then the Shire is gorgeous.
Yeah, you live on a fucking hill.
If you're one of those Rohan people that lives in Edoras that just looks sad as shit when they wrote in the second movie, no, I don't want to be them. Dude, their life sucks. Am I an orc in Mordor? Because fuck that. That place, there's no sunshine. I'm sure no dental plan looking at those guys. I mean, but the same thing is true in Star Wars, though.
True. Are
you a human? Are you a Twi'lek? Because Brett would make a good Twi'lek.
Hell yeah.
I'm still going to have to say Middle Earth, though. Just because I love that old, lore, medieval era stuff. I don't know. I love that kind of... I'm a huge Game of Thrones guy. That's right up my alley. Yeah, that's the nerd in me. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. I mean, I know I said it wasn't much for wilderness. I don't know how much I'd be ready, and not that I have my passport currently or anything. But I think space travel and going to other planets would be cool. And knowing that you could do it like that instead of all right, let's sit on this plane for however many hours. But
yeah. But remember, travel from Edoras to Minas Tirith is only 3 days as the Nazgul flies.
Oh boy!
So
let's
not bad.
Get on a horse and
not bad.
Smash our nards.
I mean, that's not. I mean, we're not using ours right now.
And your life expectancy is shorter.
Unless you're a Numenorian.
What's a Numenorian?
Aragorn.
Oh.
So okay.
He wasn't a regular human?
No. So, okay, if you read the books, there used to be this old race of man called Numenorians that were super long-lived, really advanced in their technology and stuff.
Okay.
And they kind of have died out. There was there's bad Numenorians, but if you watch the movies with the extended edition with the added scenes, better movies because some characters like Boromir becomes way less one-dimensional. But two, there's a scene when they're escaping to Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
He and the Princess of Rohan chick are talking, and she says, "My dad says he remembers seeing you when he was a kid after you had battled with my grandfather."
Whoa.
And she said, "But there's no way that's true, right?" And he says, "No, your father has a good memory. Your grandfather was great." And she's like, "Wait, how old are you?" And so she starts guessing, are you 60? He shakes his head. She says 70. Turns out my man, his character was 90 or maybe 80s or 90s years old in the movies, but they cut that out, so you don't get that. But he's They live for like hundreds of years.
Wow.
Now, it's not like the elves that can go on unless they, get killed in combat. Yeah. But, the elves are pretty cool, though. Yeah, if you told me, not the wood elves, like in The Hobbit, because those dudes are, like, kind of like the,
Was that Legolas's?
Yeah, so Legolas is part of the wood elves. And
I did like the stag, though. Those are cool.
They are cool. But they are, they're considered to be like the lower class of elves. Like, they're not as skilled and powerful. Like, Galadriel is like almost like a deity in some ways. So like, if I could be like one of like the Lothlorien elves, Elrond too, he's like a pretty high up there elf dude.
You're throwing a lot of names at me. I'm just like,
oh, dude,
this is Game of Thrones all over. Lady will attest to this. Who's this fuck? Who's this guy?
I'm just saying, and like, if you're a dwarf, they live for like a shit long time too, but they spend all their time underground, and they're getting like fucked up by goblins and shit, and like the what the hell was that creature? The Balrog. You think you're doing good, you're chipping away at Mithril, and next thing you know, some flaming demon thing is killing you and your people, and then goblins are all up your butthole, and it's like, no, I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
No. And dragons and shit. Smaug.
Yes, I know.
Fuck that, man.
That'd be me, because that's the only thing I have against this plan. Don't get me wrong. Okay, toilets, yes. And then everything else I'm fine with, but I'm gonna die. Let's admit it. I'm gonna step out and be like, oh, it's a wonderful day. I get stepped on by something. Or a gust of wind.
You saw the Hobbit movies, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you'd be like the guy that gets caught like on the first day of the journey by those giants and gets eaten like mint jelly and shit.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Alright, so I'm assuming Lady is a Game of Thrones fan?
Yes.
Awesome.
We watched season 1 when she was here. And I liked it a lot. But yeah, the whole time, I hadn't...
How long have I been trying to get you to... Holy shit!
You haven't given me anything. And you've been away. But anyways, the whole time I'm just like, okay, who's that guy? Wait, he knows this person, and he's doing what to this person in the thing, and...
Oh, dude, imagine reading the books. There are so many more people and shit.
I don't read.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, the show is hard enough to keep figures like and characters in, and then I'm reading the books. I'm like, who the fuck's that? Oh wait, let me go back to this book real quick, because they're all like thick as the Bible, with tiny ass print. So it's like,
oh man,
it's great books, though. Great show.
Yeah, I enjoyed that first.
You got to. Oh my god, dude, you have to watch the whole show before it starts this spring though, because the last episode of this last season, no spoilers. That last scene, you're just sitting there going.
I mean, I know certain people do certain things just because of, like, internet.
Oh, I don't think you know this part.
Probably not. But I'm just saying, I know, like, a little teeny...
Shit came crashing to the ground, if you know what I'm saying.
Alright.
Lady knows what I'm talking about. Shit came crashing to the ground.
Okay. To be fair, everything seems really streamlined as the season goes on. Gets really streamlined? Okay.
Well, when you kill a character every 5 minutes on the show,
we have 3 people left.
You start to whittle away at the useless fucks.
Yeah, I mean, by the end, I had a general understanding of, like, okay, I understand what happened this season. But yeah, going through, I'm like, what?
Well, so
like, episode 1, I'm like, my head hurts.
You watched the whole season 1?
Correct.
So, dude, Sean Bean getting killed again?
Rip.
That poor bastard. He has not... The only movie I can think of off the top of my head I've seen him in that he hasn't died was National Treasure. But he ended up in federal prison, so you know he's getting butt-fucked by some big dude.
He was in National Treasure?
Yeah, in the first one.
What was he?
He was the Ian, the bad guy that was trying to steal the Declaration.
I'm having a tough time picturing, but... I had no idea.
But still...
Because I only knew him from Lord of the Rings.
Ended up in federal prison, so he got shivved or fucked in the butt.
Yay.
Not a good way to end it.
No.
Character.
Yeah. No. By the end of the season, like, what the fuck? We set up White Walkers. Where the fuck are they? Because I was ready. I'm like, let's go. And then no.
Well, you don't see the White Walkers.
You see them. You see them the first episode, and then they never show up again.
Oh no, I know. They sprinkle them in throughout the season.
Apparently, something's gonna go down later on. At least the lady told me that. She's like, oh, they're gonna fuck some shit up. I'm like, okay, but I wanted them now.
See, what's actually kind of impressive is in that entire show, you see them very little until recently. but the specter of them is so terrifying that you're like waiting every episode for them to come in and fuck shit up, and they don't, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. So
and fuck being on the wall. Let me just say that. Because your entire job is to freeze your dick off and be waiting for either wildlings or White Walkers to come in and wreck your ass.
But you get to hang out with Sam.
Fuck that dude. I would have killed him.
No, you don't like Sam?
No, he's annoying. Well, he's important, but he's annoying.
He's a fat guy.
He's very smart though, which comes in handy later. And fuck.
So yeah, I like Middle Earth. I think I'd die real easy. I think I can, like, space is just like this. I got my own little place. As long as I don't get on the wrong side of anybody, hopefully, I'll be fine. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I think you're the kind of guy that would,
piss somebody off?
No, you'd park your spaceship somewhere to have it be re-outfitted or whatever. You'd go in for, like, some food. And
he doesn't like you. I don't like you.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. You would die in the cantina and nobody would give a shit.
Go back to your drinks.
That's what you would die hearing, Brett. That fucking song on repeat.
True hell.
See, like, at least if I died, it would be...
Wiener, 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 wiener.
If I died in Middle Earth, I would, depending on my character and where he lives, it could either be really great or I'm getting absolutely annihilated by an orc. Mm-hmm. So,
Mm-hmm. See, that's too high a risk.
I just wanted to read it.
Exactly. Oh, man. Well, this has been another episode of Wait, What Are We Talking About? The podcast, episode 34.
Yeah. And the title really fit today.
Yep. So thank you guys for hanging out. Remember, you can watch the show live over on twitch.tv like Lady Pie and Shonen are doing right now. And join in on the conversation every first and third Saturday of the month, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have a topic for the show, like some of our viewers did today, you can either comment it down below or join us on Discord and put it in there.
Yes, we can.
Sure, because my limited knowledge of Game of Thrones podcast.
So it'll be an entirely Kevin-fueled podcast.
I'll just be like, I think I remember that guy.
Brett's gonna go, no, not that guy.
No,
he died.
I like that guy.
See, ladies all over this.
Well, yeah, she's like Game of Thrones.
If only I had
Central.
a Twitch streaming.
If only. Paddywhack 1993. Go give him a follow. Because he never streams. But you can catch, like I said, you can give us topics down below in the comments or join us on Discord and do that over there. And remember, guys, we are brought to you guys by the merch store. You can get all of your Enigma 9011 swag over there, t-shirts, backpacks, and mugs. And remember, we do have the new Enigma 9011 t-shirt, Riddler inspired, green, purple, black. Looks really snazzy, so you can grab that for yourself over there. We will see you guys next time. Kev, thanks for joining me. It was a good podcast. Solid topics today. And we will see you guys next time.